Okay, so this is Urban Trial Freestyle for the PS Vita, PlayStation Plus, Europe. This game sucks. Well, I say it sucks. It's basically just very average and poop and mediocre as hell. So, essentially, Microsoft has Trials HD and Trials Evolution. Well, Sony wanted their own, I think. And so they got, so PS3 people got, and PS Vita people got Urban Trial Freestyle. A very terrible game. And this is the PS Vita version, which is worse. Because the frame rate, I wouldn't say the frame rate's like, makes it unplayable, but it reminds me of a frame rate from like a Flash game. Which is very weird. So, we're gonna have a look. So as you can see, there are five worlds, and there are about 10 levels in this world. We're gonna do this mission. You get money, you can upgrade your bike. There are free upgrades to your bike in each category, so there's 9 upgrades to your bike in total. I don't know if there's different bikes or not, but we're gonna play this. You just start when you want to start. Problem with this game is that the physics are terrible. It has lousy bike physics, very bad. So let's go. Now, there are these sometimes in each level there are these things in the game where like, oh, try and get the longest jump in this section, or try and beat this section in the quickest time. And they basically like add nothing. The checkpoints are lousy. It's not like in Trials HD when there's good checkpoints. They replay levels, like parts from levels over and over again. Like, I've played this level like 3 times already, I think. And they've added different parts to it. As you can see there, you have to like take a picture. As you can see, weird ass physics. You have to, when you get like the high score, you take a picture. As you can see, it's a picture of something. Now on to World 2. Now I believe in the PS3 version there's a bit of a story. Basically you're just a brat who's like the police are onto you or something. You may think it doesn't look that bad, but it's not that great at all. It's nothing in comparison to like Trials. Well, I'm gonna say, I might get blasphemed for this, but I prefer Trials HD to Trials Evolution. So yeah, but it's nothing in comparison to Trials HD or Trials Evolution. And the frame rate doesn't seem that bad on this level, which is funny because there seems to be more on this level. There are some parts in the level where you have to use like the physics to get past the level, and they pretty much fail miserably. So yeah. Next level. And this is basically the whole game, just trying to get past the level. In some parts, like I said, there are like, try and get the biggest jump in this section. And then try and, stuff like that. And it's basically just nothing really, Try and land in that section to get more points. Physics. You gotta try and like wait. So you basically, the game makes you stop to wait for that. And you've got, yeah, it's pretty bad. Just the bike physics are so weird, and they're so unrealistically arcadey, like bad arcadey. And like when you're trying to go over jumps, your bike suddenly becomes like 3 times the weight. Sometimes. Physics. And if you want to do like a loop-de-loop, they barely work because the physics suck. Amazing. As I have money now, you can buy new. Just buy an engine. Buy a better engine. There you go. But more speed. But this is basically it. It's pretty. You know, the graphics are fine. I say the graphics are actually pretty decent, which is surprisingly for PS Vita. It's probably because it's first party. But like I said, it's funny because the frame rate isn't bad now, which is very weird, considering how much there's on the screen. But then in the first levels, there's not much on the screen, and the frame rate's really bad. There's basically no skill to it like in Trials. It's basically just hold the accelerator down and go. There's no like moving your bike left and right to try and get up steep hills. It's just you just floor it. It's amazing. Nothing, no touchscreen stuff that I can see apart from when you're just trying to, you know, activate the level. Oh, what is that? Does this look familiar? Yeah, it looks familiar, doesn't it? It's basically the same level as the beginning. Like I said, they reuse levels over and over again, and then they put like different things in them, like you know, just like mini objectives in them, which is very lazy. We're on the third world, so there are more levels in number 1, number 2, there's and the same levels in that. On world 3 already. So that basically means this game's like, this game's probably like an hour long, you know, maybe if that, I don't know. Seeing how fast I'm like beating these levels. You can flip there, it's like flip. Do as many flips as possible in this section. But like they said, it was basically the previews like the previews were like try. It was supposed to be like more arcadey than Trials, like try and get as many points as possible. But it's really not, you know. Ow. All right. It's really not, you know, that arcadey because there's not really that many places to get points. There's no like do tricks or anything really. So, I don't know about that. And as you can see, the physics don't really work as well as Trials. And they're pretty mediocre. Yeah. Your bike suddenly starts to weigh like, if the gravity's doubled. And then all of a sudden, you go flying. Alright. buy a new thing for my bike, red bike now. There's no actual customize. Well, I don't believe there's any customization to your colour or not. There might be. Does this look familiar? Yeah, because we just did it, I believe. Yeah, as you can see, they reuse levels over and over again. Very lazy. Look at those physics. Wow. Yeah, it's the same. Have you noticed it's the same level? They use the same levels over and over again, and I don't know. Wow. The checkpoints are really bad. Very bad places. How bad are these physics? Wow. It's just pretty poop. Mediocre, average, lazy, reuse levels over and over again. I don't know really how they got away with it, really. As you can see, when this game came out, no one cared about it. You know, as soon as it came out, no one played it, no one bought it, no one cared about it. There was no one talking about it. So yeah, you can customize your character for money, but there's only a few, not like in Trials Evolution when they're good. There are challenges. Unlock chilling jump by completing all the tracks in outskirts area. These aren't unlocked yet. And that's basically it. You can take a picture of yourself. That's it. It's poopy, average, lame. So yeah.